Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aries and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently partnered up, perhaps you're single, maybe you're going through a complicated matter with someone close to your heart, or you're just focused on self-love at this time. We'll take a dive into it all. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Aries, in the position of the recent past here, we do have the Spices card showing up. This is about exciting situations. Now, some of you may have recently connected with someone. For others of you, you may be single and willing to open up your heart, talk to another person, meet them for coffee. Now, this doesn't have to just be romantic love. This can be friendships. This can be connections, even with family members as well. So some of you are putting yourself in or have already started to stir the pot a little bit when it comes to matters of the heart. I do feel like there may have been an exciting situation in the past that has showed up for you, but you weren't quite sure how it was going to play out. For some of you, you may have pulled away from a union as well. For others of you, I feel like you're getting clear on what it is that works for you and what doesn't. You're getting clear on how to open up the heart chakra here after a time of maybe feeling a little bit isolated or maybe feeling a little bit alone. We can feel that way even when we are in a union or we're in a partnership. So you may be taking this month to take some R&R time, whether it's with your partner, whether it's on your own, or you're just taking some time to spend with your family, with your loved ones, with your children. When you think of the bear here, the bear is very nurturing. She's very loving, and she wants to be with her cubs and with her family. So I do sense here that there's some downtime for you to have to really build up this heart chakra, to make stronger connections. For some of you, it's about healing, and it's about mending, nurturing, and taking care of either the people around you or, most importantly, yourself, so you can be at your best. Now, in the near future, Aries, we have the books. I like this because it doesn't matter what your relationship status is. Some of you are thinking about your goals. You're thinking about what you not only deserve, but what you're worthy of. When this books card shows up, this is about gaining the necessary education or the necessary knowledge about how to become a better version of yourself. This could be through personal development. It could be taking a marriage counseling class. For some of you, you may be speaking to therapists about an issue between your own parents, your own child, or your own spouse or partner here. So do remember that love isn't just romantic love. It shows up in all different facets of our lives. But in the near future, you're finding solutions to opening up this heart. Some of you may be focused on your work, your career. You may be really diving into self and personal development. I just heard as well, for a lot of you that are single, even though you have this R&R time coming up, I don't get the hermit energy from this. I more so get that there's strong groups, connections, family dynamics. If you do celebrate the holiday season, you may be wanting to come together. For others of you, I just heard someone say, I don't have family to celebrate with. You may be deciding to have friends or close people that you do value or value you. They're also showing me handwritten letters or cards as well. So some of you may still write handwritten messages to people that you love, and that may be something on your list, or maybe you're doing as you listen to this here. But there is a beautiful time coming in for you, and I feel like you're gaining what you need to, Aries, to help you move forward in matters of the heart. So let's dive into your reading. Which deck? Thank you, Spirit. We're going to dive in and see what the main energy is for you in the month of December. What do we have here for Aries? What is the main energy for Aries? The Magician, beautiful. This is a great card to have right away, Aries, because your head is in the right spot. Some of you may have felt quite cloudy in matters of the heart, or you just weren't quite sure how to manifest maybe a soulmate or manifest a companion, a best friend, or to connect, mend, or reach out to someone that maybe you've been alienated from. The Magician says that you're understanding and realizing, Aries, that you hold all of the necessary tools at your disposal. And I feel that a lot of you are working on creating a life that you love, whether you're single, whether you are separated, or whether you are currently partnered up. You're finding solutions to what is holding you back. And you're making the best of it. Thank you, Spirit. They just gave me, you're making the best of it. Now, the Magician card here is about you using those beautiful skills and talents, and you using and stepping into that personal power that you have to attract a soulmate or to manifest the life that you want here. Some of you are making radical changes in your life as well. You may meet someone spontaneously through maybe a Christmas party or through a holiday gathering. There could be, I'm getting something with work as well. Now, some of you, you may be going to a convention, or you may be a speaker, you may be part of a book club, you may be writing a book, or you may even be an author here. But I'm sensing that you are meeting people through networking and connections, especially as we move into the new year. Even though we haven't, this is a December reading and we haven't quite looked into the new year, which I will put out new year readings, but I do sense you are doing what you can to turn your life around in a big way. Now, what's crossing your energy in the month of December is the Empress here. So this is about nurturing and taking care of oneself. Like I said with the Bear, I wasn't getting the Hermit energy. If anything, it's more so of the Empress. So it's a very important time to take care and nurture yourself, nurture others. Some of you may actually find out you are pregnant this month, but most importantly, I feel like you are birthing new creation, new life into yourself, and you're opening up this heart chakra. This Empress energy is all about feeling like a goddess, feeling creative, feeling like everything that you put your eye on will nurture and grow. So you're very fertile this month with a lot of wonderful ideas. Some of you may have some new connections this month as well, as I was saying, but the challenge for you is to open yourself up to self-healing, self-discovery, but also letting other people give you advice as well. When this Empress shows up in the challenge position, this is saying don't neglect your beautiful self, Aries, but also don't smother a connection in your life. So this could be a connection with your own children. This could be with your own relatives as well. This could also be making sure that some of you just had a child, or you may be watching a small child, whether your own grandchildren. Make sure that you are not neglecting your own well-being, because sometimes when we're taking care of and we're looking after young children, we tend to focus all of our energy on them and what they should eat and what they're doing and how they're sleeping, and we forget that we need to take time to pause as well. So the Empress is about taking care of and nurturing yourself so you can be at your best. And I sense that you are, but it may seem foreign to you, because the Magician is about you making that magical shift into this new energy. And a lot of you feel it. A lot of you are quite excited about going into the 2023 year. You may be thinking, wow, I'm excited to wrap up this year. Or maybe you've even thought, I've learned quite a few lessons about love or matters of the heart, or a lot of lessons about oneself. So this is a really beautiful energy showing up for you. Let's take a look at the foundation, or the deep, deep past. Let's see what's going on. Wow, you have the Emperor here. Wow. Okay, so some of you, this is a high-level commitment you may be in currently, or there could be someone that has been on your mind forever. There is a counterpart for some of you, or a soulmate. For others of you, you may certainly feel like it's a twin flame, but I just heard it could be false twin flame as well. But the Emperor energy is, some of you may still be impacted by a very difficult relationship that you were in the past. And a lot of you may have been married to this person. Some of you may have been divorced, or some of you are working on your self-confidence and your self-esteem due to a situation of the deep, deep past, the foundation. For others of you, you may be coming back together with your masculine and your feminine energy, creating that balance, the yin and the yang. And some of us, we tend to at times lose ourselves in a relationship, or we tend to let experiences hold on, and we don't feel as powerful or as in our power as we once did when we come out of a difficult relationship, or maybe we divorce, or we go through a traumatic time in a union here. So for others of you, you're just longing for your soulmate or your partner here with this Emperor. For others of you, this could be about your father as well. Some of you I just heard were daddy's girls or daddy's girl. I just heard girls, plural, so there may have been 2 or even 3 sisters. For others of you, this is about you healing maybe from a father dynamic, even if your father has crossed over or is here on earth. But this Emperor and Empress are very powerful energies here for you, Aries. But let's take a look and see what's going on in the past. The 8 of Wands, but in reverse. So the 8 of Wands in reverse is about some sort of delay when it comes to your healing, when it comes to your health, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. For others of you, you may have received a message that was less than ideal. Now, it could have been that you wanted to move forward in a relationship that you were in, or maybe you still are currently in, but you feel stuck, tethered to, or some of you are just neglecting a relationship if you are in it. For others of you, you may be holding on to a sense of control. It may be this person, it may be you, but I'm sensing at times it tends to maybe spiral out of control. And that may be for those of you that are going through a difficult situation or a toxic partnership or pattern. But in the past here with this 8 of Wands, Aries, this is about travel for some of you, maybe even wanting to relocate. It could be about making new decisions when it comes to your health and your life. And that's what we see here showing up with the Magician. So this is about you wanting to move forward because things have been delayed. And in the month of December, this is saying now that you're getting some downtime, now that you're taking care of yourself, in the near future, you're actually making some steps that you are wanting to head towards progress. Whether it's with a person or without, you're feeling good about the decisions that you're making, and you're feeling good about your level of healing here. So what's coming in above you? What is the potential here for Aries? What is coming in, please? All right, 7 of Cups. Yeah, there it is. Choices, options. Some of you have some options here. You do have some choices to make. For others of you, if you're single, you've been daydreaming and you've been wondering what it would be like to have this partnership in your life, to have maybe a husband or a king or an empire here where you, or emperor, excuse me, where you can build up your empire together. For others of you, this 7 of Wands, or excuse me, 7 of Cups is about feeling at times overwhelmed with the choices that we have to make. Spirit is saying that you don't have to make these choices alone, even though you may feel like you do. There are people that want to help you and help you progress in your life, help you heal, help you mend. So whether this is a professional, whether it's a coach, a mentor, it could be even your own family members that are giving you advice. I feel like you don't have to make the decision alone here. Now, I'm just going to pull one card to clarify this choice card for you. What do we have here for Aries with this choice card coming in? Oh, there it is, the Lovers. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini. For others of you, this is about making sure that you make strong, solid choices from the heart. If you don't absolutely love the direction you're going in, I feel like you're making choices that are going to steer you in that direction. Now, it doesn't mean that if you don't love the situation you're in, just walk away and trash a very good relationship. But I feel like you're doing things based on heart, not ego. And that's what I sense here for you. Now, if someone's not willing to meet you in the middle, if someone is not willing to put in the work, or if someone makes choices that are toxic, behavior or pattern, you may be distancing yourself from that energy here. But the Lovers is about strong, solid connections from the heart. And that's what you're looking to attract here. A soul contract that is balanced on, or excuse me, based on balance, love, trust, harmony, and solid partnerships here. And if that isn't coming in strong for you, some of you may be deciding to part ways. Now, what's coming in the near future? What do we have here for Aries in the near future, please? Okay, say that one more time. They just gave me, I feel like they're giving me the main Lynn, but it could be attached to something because it's almost like I see the Lynn lit up, but then it could be something else. So Lynette or Linda or anything that has Lynn in it, or maybe someone has a middle name that kind of flows in. I'm not quite sure. Please take it as it resonates here. But we have the Five of Wands, but I like the Five of Wands showing up in reverse here because it's saying that if some of you have been going back and forth with a family member, a loved one, a romantic partner here, you're finding solutions. You are collaborating and you're coming together to heal. Now, the Five of Wands isn't necessarily a bad card. It is about opposing views. And some of you may just have different views. So even if you are partnered up with someone and your partnership is flowing for the most part, sometimes you can go back and forth and have a different way of seeing certain things. And it doesn't mean that if you have those sort of views that you have to part. Maybe some of you did, but I'm sensing some of these were very small. Some of them were very big. It'll be different for each and every one of you, but you're not letting the views or the opinions of others affect your energy where maybe you have in the past. Now, this Five of Wands is about not being so competitive. I'm hearing here that some of you may have siblings that are competitive or constantly in competition, or you feel like they are. For others of you, this Five of Wands is about overcoming the obstacles. It is about overcoming some sort of rivalry so you can mend and heal and work together, whether you want to because there's love there. And that's kind of what I see with the Seven of Cups. If there is love there, you're willing to put in the effort and work. But if there is no love, no respect, and boundaries are being crossed, I feel like you are deciding to make a new move. Okay, make a new move is what I'm hearing. Let's take a look and see how you're feeling. What is your energy in the month of December? What are you feeling and thinking, and how are you vibing? All right, how would you like these, Spirit? So how you are, these two came out together. So how you are feeling and the energy that you are putting out there is directly what is showing up in your external environment, because you are the magician. So you have that Midas touch this month, and you have that magician quality that if you are staying in an optimistic type of mindset, and that may be why this Five of Wands is coming up as well, because you can choose win or lose. You can choose to be in a place of happiness or a place of sadness here. And I know sometimes it's way easier said than done, but let's take a look and clarify. Five of Swords and Page of Wands. Okay, so this is Spirit's reminder of saying that you have the control, that you can take back your power here, because the Five of Swords is about mental conflict. You can overcome this mental conflict and allow yourself a new beginning here. Page of Wands is about reconciliation for some of you. It's about coming together, healing and mending with a family member or a loved one, or it could be a partner. For others of you, Aries, this is about a brand new beginning to open your heart up to love. If you are single and you're feeling a little bit isolated around the holiday season, or if you're feeling that you really want to manifest and attract an emperor in your life, I feel like there are some beautiful energies aligning for you, Aries. You have the Seven of Cups. You can see here. Some of you may even have two people in your energy. It could be someone from the past, someone from the present here. It could be someone coming back in that you haven't spoken to for quite some time, maybe a family member that you've had a falling out with. But The Five of Wands for you is about knowing when to walk away from a situation and when to stay and fight because it's worth it. And I feel like that's what you're choosing. That's what that choice card is all about here. But the good news is you're choosing from the heart. So it flows beautifully together. And I feel like you're allowing yourself some of this downtime to nurture you, to make sure that you are healthy and you're in the right, not just mind space, but heart space to make these decisions that are going to affect you long term, but I feel affect you for the better. Some of you are really learning some very powerful soul lessons about yourself. Page of Wands shows up in the environment. So when the Page of Wands shows up, this is about you staying curious, staying with that beginner's mindset. There's an enthusiastic type of energy that is emanating from this card here. And I feel like you're ready for a new adventure. You're ready for new discoveries. And that's what this books card is all about. You can see that this young one is holding a magnifying glass. So I feel for you, this is about an opportunity for growth. This is saying here, don't jump into something head first or feet first. Don't get into something that may be unpredictable, but take your time researching, discovering, educating yourself, learning about maybe your own triggers or healing some of your own trauma, possibly from the past, whether again it was a relationship, a partnership, or maybe even a father influence or a brother. For others of you, this Page of Wands is about you opening up to these new ideas that you have on how you can manifest love, because again, the Magician is your center card. So I like that this is showing up because, like I said, you have that energy this month where what you focus on is going to grow. And with the double fives here showing up for you, I feel that you are going to overcome some challenges or obstacles that you have faced in matters of the heart. You're choosing what is worth fighting and what is worth walking away from. And if someone is just pushing your buttons, you're figuring out ways within yourself how to either not let that get the best of you or to maybe steer clear of that energy here. So let's take a look and see what your hopes and fears are, Aries. What are your hopes and what are your fears? Aries, December, please. Hopes and fears. Three of Cups, celebration, coming together, positive, happy memories, gatherings with loved ones, whether it's over meals, whether it's over holidays. There could be a reunification with siblings, I just heard as well. It could be with some friends even. For some of you, you may have not heard from a girlfriend or maybe even a guy friend from a long time ago. There could be something here, Aries, with someone coming back. Now, it doesn't have to be, an ex or a blast from the past. That's an ex here. It can certainly be, I feel intuitively, a family member for some of you. They're coming back in, or maybe you haven't seen them for quite some time. And the hope here is that all of you are able to celebrate. You're able to feel the joy and the abundance, and you're surrounding yourself with a circle of kindred spirits, your soul tribe, people who you love and uplift you and support you. Now, the fear here is feeling left out. The fear here is possibly a love triangle. The fear here for some of you with this Three of Cups is maybe about someone going to extremes, being quite excessive, overindulging, overeating, overdrinking, doing something to the max. And I feel like whatever that may be doesn't align with who or what you want to put out there into the universe with this Magician energy. So very valid hopes, very valid fears here, but do know that law of attraction, if you focus on that positive and optimism and gratitude and blessings and good times, you'll find that you naturally attract to the people that share that same energy as you. But if you are feeling, sad and mopey and depressed and victim type mentality, then you may navigate towards the other people in the room that may be mirroring that energy. So just be aware of that as well. Now, Aries, I don't feel like that is you, the lower vibration, but it can be difficult this time of year. So I feel like, again, you have these fears, but you are worth so much more. And I feel like you're not alone. They keep saying that here. Let's take a look at the final outcome for you, Aries. What is the final outcome? There could be other people that you're fearing may be mopey or maybe down, that may bring you down as well. I say do what you can to try to maybe coach or guide or navigate someone. But like I've been saying for quite some time, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So for some of you, you can be the best influence you can, whether it's for your own children or for your own family members or even for your own spouse, but you can't change another person. So let's take a look at the final outcome for Aries. The Death card. Oh, I love this for you because this is about total transformation within you. It starts from within, and you're realizing that you have the Magician as your main energy here, and you have your outcome as another major arcana, the Death card. This is about a time of an ending. There's a rebirth that is happening within you here. You're like that phoenix rising from the ashes. So any sort of pain or growth or things that no longer serve you in a positive, constructive way, I feel like you're releasing as you go into the new year. This Death card is about not resisting the change or not hanging on to the relationships or hanging on to the beliefs or the patterns that no longer serve you. Also, it's about letting go of some of these fears. Like I said, the fears could be the fear of being a third party, feeling left out. I do sense that if there was a situation with this emperor in the past, whether maybe you are the emperor or you are the empress, take the roles as they are for you, but there may be a little bit of fear of what if this person is just like the person of the past? What if they party too much? What if they're toxic? What if they're not aligned with my energy? What if they put another person or work or other things above our relationship? I feel like you're letting those fears and those worries go in 2022, especially in December, so you can move into the new year feeling fresh, feeling rejuvenated. And that's also why you have the Bear card coming in here, because you're nurturing yourself. You're getting some R&R time. Some of you may be traveling, you may be taking some paid time off. You may have accumulated some days that you can spend taking care of and nurturing you, to travel or to do things that you enjoy as well. But again, in the future, and with this outcome, the Death card says that you are going through a lot of soul lessons, or you have, but now there's a rebirth here, and you're gonna write a new chapter. I just heard it's time for you to start or write this new chapter of your life. And that's what the Magician does. They write their next chapter or even their next book for some of you. So I feel like you are opening up to really beautiful new opportunities coming in. So I love this. Now let's take a look and see what messages are coming in from the wisdom of the Oracle. And I will read to you the romance message from the guidebook, or the relationship message from the guidebook. Again, it doesn't matter if you are with a partner, if you're single, your relationship status. This is about the energy, so please take it as it resonates here. All right, what do we have for Aries? We have time to go, which we just talked about with the Death card. So it's time to walk away from everything that is holding you back. And it could certainly be people. Now, sometimes I get comments that say, well, you can't just throw away people. You can't just walk away from people. That is absolutely, in a sense, right and wrong. We can walk away from people if we have learned our lesson, or we don't feel like there is enough there to keep moving forward, or if it's toxic, or if there is disrespect, or if we don't feel like we want to mend or heal a union. Then yes, it is perfectly acceptable for us to trust our heart, trust our gut, that it is time to walk away. Now, a lot of times, the energy here of walking away is walking away from old patterns or old beliefs or old behaviors that contribute to the challenges of a relationship. And sometimes we need to forgive and mend, set the ego away, the pain away, heal it, work through it so we can get to a place where we feel better. That's what forgiveness is for. It's not for the other person per se. It's about our own selves. Now, this energy is all about endings, completions, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience, which is what we just said here. So the relationship message for you is this. It's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are actually a sign of a new beginning. If you want something deeper, walk away. And even if you are single, you may have this limiting belief or the subconscious belief, Aries, that maybe you'll be alone forever, or you're not worthy enough, or there's no one out there that is aligning with your energy. This is about you reprogramming your energy to aligning more with what it is that you want. That's what the magician says here. You create the magic, and it doesn't mean that it happens overnight, but you may be learning through books, through workshops, through seminars about how to attract the things that you want into your life. I'm just going to read to you the protection message for some of you that at times in this death energy, we tend to resist change. We tend to stay in relationships due to fear, due to children, due to financial means, or we tend to harbor resentment, bitterness, anger, or pain from relationships that we have been through. So I will read to you the protection, and that may help a few of you out. Even if it appears that you've reached the ends of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You are in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. So yes, some of you certainly have a difficult time with trust. I just heard as well, because maybe you have been betrayed, or maybe you just have a difficult time trusting that you won't be alone forever, or that you have the power to be able to manifest and create the life that you want, even if, again, it doesn't happen overnight. And some of you are saying, well, Melissa, I've been single for 10 years and I've been trying to manifest. Sometimes we need to go through a period of growth to maybe focus on other things in our lives, whether it's our children, our relationship with friends or with family members. It could be our careers. It could be our own personal development. So know that there's magic happening here. And I feel like a lot of you are going through this rebirthing process that's going to leave you a lot better off than you were here. So last but not least, we're going to get messages from your spirit animals. And I just ask at this time, Aries, if you can, just close your eyes and take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra. And tune into that third eye, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps it's an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. There is no right or wrong answer, Aries. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animal or animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner for a free reading around the 1st of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. First up here we have is rhinoceros, the rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacles. And that's what I was saying with the double fives. And also this is a 5. So I feel like you are overcoming the challenges and the obstacles that you faced. You're undergoing a rebirthing of yourself and in a relationship that is important to your heart as well. So you're overcoming some of those challenges this month by either walking away from a physical type of energy here, or mentally you're walking away from some of the pain that you faced here. B Spirit, sweet results await. I love this for you, Aries. Card 7, Chariot energy. So this is about forward movement, triumph, and success. Sweet results will await here because you've learned some valuable lessons about yourself. And lastly, Flamingo. This is about embracing the in-between. That's what the death energy is all about as well. You may feel like you're between two worlds. It could be literally between the 2 years, the ending of 2022 going into 2023. So you're still tying up some loose ends here. You're still healing. You're still making amends. You are still rediscovering things about yourself, but sweet results await. So keep going, because whatever you're doing, Aries, you're moving in a positive shift. You're raising your vibration here. And ultimately, that is what is going to help you, regardless of your relationship status. If you are with someone, if you are single, if you are looking to make amends with maybe a family member or someone close to your heart, you're raising your vibration. You're coming up out of a situation, and that's where you're going to attract and meet love, right in the middle. So I hope this resonates for you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and comment your animal in the comment box below. And thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. Sending all of you beautiful souls lots of love and light.